Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to J.P.BBQ. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Today, we're going to truss us up some chickens and put them on the Weber rotisserie. It's going to come out good. We're going to do these chickens JP style. You guys stay tuned. Check it out. So let's go ahead and get this chicken trussed up, guys. I by no means am an expert in trussing the chicken, but I have seen a couple of videos of it being done. So the way I saw it, you take some truss twine and about 4 times the length, cut you a little bit extra. Okay, take your truss, take about half of it, and what you want to do is start on the bottom, close to where the legs are at, the drumsticks, close to where the chest bone. Put a little twist right here, tighten it up a little bit. Okay, and you can probably do one more, and I hope I get this right. There we go. Get that leg tucked back in there. There it is. And what we're gonna do is go down here like that, and maybe a second time for good measure, and tighten it up like that. Go under the legs, go to the bottom, and get behind these wings. You want to make sure you get these wings tucked in. Okay, and the whole idea behind trussing a chicken for the rotisserie is that way the legs aren't hanging out and dangling all over the place. And it'll make for uneven cooking temps. So there we go. We got this chicken trussed up. Not a professional job at it, but it'll do. So what's next? I got to do one more chicken, and then we're going to get it seasoned up and put them on the rotisserie. So here we go, guys. What we're going to be doing with these chickens before we get them on the rotisserie, we're going to season them up with our JP Sexy Chicken. Okay, very good seasoning blend for some chicken. And we're not going to put a binder on it. These chickens tend to be pretty moist already as it is. So here we go. Let's give this bottle a good shaking. And we'll start. Oh yeah, just smell the rosemary and the good seasonings. These cheese chickens are going to come out really good. And no particular way to season them up. Just make sure you get enough on there. And that's really about it. Okay, give a good little pat down. Let me tuck this wing in here. Don't want it to be getting too burnt on me. Sometimes you can tuck them into the back, but I'll just tuck them in under the string. There we go. I got 2 more chickens to get done, and we're gonna fire up the Weber. So here's what we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using some of this B&B lump charcoal. Really like this lump charcoal. Not endorsing them or anything. It's not paid product or paid endorsement. They just make good stuff. What can I say? Let's go ahead and get it fired up. Get the rotisserie part moved over here. Really don't need this grill grate. And what we're gonna use a couple of these fire starters, little blocks. Look like this. And we'll just put them down here on the bottom. Maybe like 3 of them. That should be good enough. Get us a chimney. Man, this is a full bag of this lump charcoal. Watch me make a mess. So there we go. Got us a full chimney. Let's get this bad boy fired up. And it just take a few minutes. I'd say maybe about 20 minutes before all these this lump charcoal is nice and hot. And then what we're gonna do is split it up between the 2 baskets and get our rotisserie going. Boy, it did not take long for this fresh charcoal to get lit. Yeah, I'm telling you, maybe 15-20 minutes. So let's go ahead and get it split between these two baskets. Got my gloves on, don't want to get burned. Ooh, man, nice. Here we go. Get a half of it over here on this side. And get the other half. Oh yeah, it's nice. Woo-wee. There we go, that's all of it. Nice thing about these gloves, they're fire rated. And what I mean by fire, well, actually they're what you call welder's gloves. So they can withstand, I think when I bought them, like 900 degrees. I wouldn't put the charcoal and leave it on my hand. You know, I've seen some gloves that can probably do that, but not these. You put that on here and it'll probably burn through the glove. So let's go ahead and get this rotisserie kit set up. There we go. Get it covered up and start getting this temp cranked up. Go ahead and get this chicken inside the rotisserie. This Weber was cranked up to about 600 degrees with that charcoal. Boy, it don't take long for it to get up there. So, but once you tune it down, close the vents up a little bit, and close the top vent. Right now we're pushing about 450. Okay, so that temp, you know, you can control that temperature with these dials pretty easy. So let's go ahead and get this chicken in there. We're going to be running it at around between 400 and 450. So I got these new forks right here. The original ones that come with the Weber rotisserie only have a 2-prong. This is a 4-prong type, you know, for the rotisserie. So, and what you want to do is keep it between these little notches, because that notch right there is where it rides along and it spins. Same thing over here on this side. This is the one that goes on the end where the motor goes to. So we're going to take our first chicken and just look at how gorgeous these chickens look. Look at that. Ain't that a beautiful chicken? Hope I don't drop it. Find a hole. There it is. Find a hole. All right, and then we're going to try to get this centered in there. Get that first one in there, and we'll get this second one. Same thing. Find a hole. Put it in there. Oh man, we're gonna put this Weber rotisserie to the test, because these extra chickens, oh my gosh, they got heavy. All right, we're gonna see if it can do 3. I have to center it up a little bit. There we go. Try to get these. And I think it may be all that it can take is just 3 chickens. So we'll get this other one on this side. There we go. And get them pushed in, squeezed in there, tighten it up. There we go. I can probably center it up a little bit more. That should be good. And that's what you want. You want to try to get it as center as possible. 3 whole chickens on the rotisserie spit. And oh man, it's got some weight to it. Let's see what happens. And I may have to come around just because it's so heavy. Looks like that's it. Fire up this motor. And we're gonna let this chicken get done. See how it comes out. Doing the JP style, guys. Let's put a little glaze on these chickens. I was at Costco last week and I found this called Robert Rothschild roasted pineapple and habanero. It just looks so good. You know, it just looks like it's full of a bunch of spices and vegetables and fruits. And we're just gonna give it a try, see how it comes out. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this, pour it inside this cup. And man, that thing is, ooh, wow. Boy, it smells strong. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. That is really good. Let's glaze them up. Ooh-wee. Man, let me turn this motor off. And get this glaze on here. Little fruity glaze. See how it comes out. There we go. I think that's good enough. Get it turned back on. Close it up. And we'll be watching the temp on it in just a little bit. See what it's all about. We'll be ready to eat. Hey, let's go ahead and take a look at this chicken, see where it's at. See if we can take an internal temp, you know, on it. You know, we want to reach somewhere between 165 and 175 in the breast. So let's see where we're at. Let me shut this off. Got my gloves there just in case. Ooh-wee. That looks pretty good. That glaze, oh my gosh, that glaze is very sugary and it kind of burnt on the breast right here. But some of this other chicken over here looks pretty good. Let's take a look. But it smells fantastic. We're reaching up 165. Yeah, we're about there on that one. Let's take a look inside this one. $181, yeah, that one's there. And we'll take a look at this one. 178, yeah, 180. We're gonna call it, guys. Once you get to 175, for sure, go ahead and take it off. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. We got 3 chickens. And I think what I'm gonna do is get it out of here and put it over on this pan. Got my glove. Here we go. Oh yeah. Get this one loosened up. I really like these forks that I got because they got nice big handles on it. Makes it easy for them to come off. I don't need to get another tool or something. I'll put that right there. Put that chicken there. Put that one there. There we go. Just get them all off. Put this back in. And we're going to cover them up because we're not quite ready. We've got to get our mashed potatoes. We're going to make some mashed potatoes today. I made some coleslaw already and put that inside the fridge. But the mashed potatoes, we still got to finish that up. And we're going to have us a very nice meal today. Woo, that's hot, hot, hot. Don't do that. Okay. So I'll put this in my food warmer. And it shouldn't take too long, probably about another 15 minutes. We're boiling the potatoes right now. And we're gonna make us some mashed potatoes. The coleslaw, very simple recipe with the coleslaw. If you're looking to make some coleslaw, they sell these bags of coleslaw already over at Publix. And all you really need for this recipe, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And depending on how vinegary you want it, you gotta play with it. I usually put maybe 4 tablespoons of vinegar. I put an eye on it. I guess the best word to say is I eyeball it. Or yeah, if that's even a form of measurement, an eyeball. 4 tablespoons of that apple cider vinegar and a cup of mayonnaise, and you should be good to go. Get that all mixed up really nice. And coleslaw is actually one of those types of dishes that you can do the night before. So, my coleslaw is already done. I didn't do it the night before, but it's gonna be good. This chicken is done. It's time to dish this up a plate and see what it comes out like. With that bad boy right there. Get my knife, cut these strings off, and it looks a little bit burnt, but what that is the sugar off of that glaze. You got to be careful with when you put sugar on your meats and you're going to put it on the grill, because that sugar could burn up on you. So let me go ahead and cut this right down the middle. Actually, I'm just going to cut me off. Oh yeah. Cut me off a drumstick and a thigh. There we go. Coming off nice and easy. Look at that. Nice. We're gonna see what it's all about. I brought everything out here except a knife and a fork to give this food a taste. So I'm gonna have to run back inside real quick. So let's go ahead and give this coleslaw a try. We'll start off with the coleslaw. There we go. Oh my God. That coleslaw recipe is so good, guys. Let's give these mashed potatoes a try. See if they're nice and creamy. Wow. Those are really good mashed potatoes. Very simple to make. I took roughly about 8 potatoes, regular sized potatoes, peeled them, cut them into quarters, and boiled them for about 15 minutes. Put a little bit of J.P.BBQ in there to give it some seasoning. In addition to that, once the 15 minutes was up and they were nice and tender and ready to get mashed, warmed up a little bit of milk and some butter and put that in there to make it nice and creamy. Added a little bit more of a kosher salt because it tasted like it needed a little bit more salt. That's the nice thing about starting off light, because you can always add more. If you put too much on it with these kind of foods, make it too salty, you can't back it up. Came out perfect. Let's give this chicken a try. Take this thigh right off. Look at that. Nice little smoke color. Juicy, just dripping all over the place. Here we go. Oh my goodness. The sexy chicken with that glaze on it came out spectacular. It is so good. I gotta get me another bite. Here we go. Look at that. And it just comes right off the bone. That's kind of about what you want. Nice and tender like that. I mean, really, really good. Wow. I can't stop eating. It's that good. Guys, you're looking for a very easy recipe on a Weber rotisserie chicken, can't go wrong. Okay, you just want to watch out for the temperature. Make sure you hit that target temp of 175. Don't take it too far above that, because then your chicken will get too dry. But this Weber rotisserie, I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Partnered with my J.P. Sexy Chicken, and then putting that glaze sauce on top of it came out really, really good, guys. But besides that, I want to say thanks. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. If you get a chance, click on that subscribe button right there, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Also, if you're interested in any of the products that I have, I'll put a link to the website right here, and it'll pop up right there as well, jpbbq.com. Those are the things that help support this channel. If you're also interested in supporting this channel, go out and check out my Patreon page. So I want to give my Patreons a shout out. Special thanks for helping support this channel. I got Ben Lee, Maria Valderas, Sam Santos, Leticia Vallejo, Billy Walsh, and Brian Gutierrez. If you guys are interested in helping out, go check out my Patreon page. And but besides that, guys, I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to eat some food, and I appreciate y'all very much, and I love y'all. Y'all take care.